Alright, so if you're in, you should be able to see this. So a lot of my time for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was trying to research how to do that Borderlands intro that has been floating around as an idea for ages. So I took it upon myself to learn the intro and hopefully do it within our timeline. So yeah, once again, for sorry for disregarding a few ideas because mainly because it was a creative decision because of the music I had picked out. It just didn't allow for that kind of time frame, especially with super huge long ass quotes. It just wouldn't allow it to fit in. So what I did was is that I've figured out how to do the Borderlands intro. So basically, an intro looks like this. The amount of work that goes into it is quite a bit. So so for example, like Genji's Shuriken intro is like, I don't know, just a few seconds long, but to time it with the music, I needed to make it within a 2 second frame. So I've done a lot of video editing just to get the raw footage and to get up to this stage. And then now I've also added the title sequence. I've also figured out how to make that act as a 3D object. So as it as the second passes, this in itself acts like an object, like a 3D object. And I've also stylized, as you can see here, the style of the character changes from this frame to this frame. So I've also found settings and tweaked it to get that effect to make it more cartoony and Borderlandsy. I've also tinkered around with getting that zoom effect and spin. So the reason why I wanted titles was to add, like, if it was a title, I wanted that in there. So for example, Dex just said the potato. So there it is. The reason why I wanted to bother players with how would they title themselves was to make it awesome, basically, just to stylize it. Just because it's a team intro, I thought my idea was to hype up each player and hopefully say something about each player, because you say it's a team introduction, but it is actually a story where you introduce the characters of a team. The story being masterminds rise to fame, well, rise to the spotlight, rise to victory, basically. So in my mind, it is a story. Every film is a story, and in this case, it's just an introduction to introduce all the characters. So I wanted the flavor text to say something about that person, that player, their role in the team. That's why I wanted. That's why I put heavy emphasis on that flavor text. But it's causing issues. So, we could just do it without the flavor text, but it would be, good. I mean, the potato doesn't really say anything other than about this player, other than the guy is a vegetable. So, I don't know. Alright, so basically this is the process that has come about so far. So, I've made one for each. Well, I made one for Degs, made one for Jordan. The title and yeah, okay. So the 3 days that I've been working on was researching how to do the Borderlands theme. So I found like a tutorial on YouTube, actually. So I'm heavily basing it on what this guy has to say. So let's see.